Hello and welcome to Wool at the Gate. This is a tower defense auto battler kind of situation with a huge amount of strategy and, well, we're going to see exactly what it's all about. So, as you can see, we do have levels, challenges, and difficulty settings, and we also have a bunch of unlocks as well. I have this currency at the top here. This is what you earn for when you complete levels, and you're going to be able to play as, well, technically 3 different factions. You have humans, orcs, and elves, and they all have different bonuses, all different traits, and various other wonderful things associated with them. So, for example, let's say that I wanted to upgrade, or shall we say unlock, a hero. So let's say I wanted to get Malaric here, or an Orc Warlock. Maybe an Orc Warlock sounds pretty cool. A melee hero with sweeping AoE attacks. Or we could get Malaric, a ranged hero whose every third attack releases an arcane pulse at his location, damaging nearby enemies. That sounds pretty fun. Let's go with him. There we go. So we got him, and then we can also unlock some additional towers if we want. We can unlock crossbowmen if we so desire, or we can indeed get class bonuses. So you can see here that there are a number of different things that you can go for that will be beneficial. For example, the mage. So let's say that I wanted to get the arcane shield and make him even better. Let's say that I wanted to, I don't know, let's go and upgrade that. Let's get, let's see, troops holding position take less damage and deal more damage. That's great, that's fantastic. And then we also have these challenges here to achieve victory, reach hero level 5, and yeah, they're gonna be, well, they're going to be okay. You know, they're going to be fine. So let's head on in. Now, if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. I'd highly recommend adding it to your Steam wishlist if you are interested, as it is not yet available. But it will be coming out, I think, May 20th. Yes, 20th of May. So yeah, you might want to check it out. Anyway, this is where you can build your HQ. I'm just going to build that straight away. You can obviously decide on your hero at this point. So obviously, because I've unlocked Malaric, I'm going to be getting him. So there we are. Now we play as Malaric, as you can see right here. And you can also change into your little godlike eyeball at any point. So you can obviously decide on what you like to do. You can move around, you can build walls, you can build basically anywhere. There is a little icon here, and there's all different types of things that you can build. So you can build houses, you can build towers, you can build temples, and they all do different things. So temples provide you with faction experience. Barracks obviously do very classic barracksy stuff, which is recruiting units, of course. And you also have towers, which again does very standard tower stuff, attacking enemies. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm actually wondering about building a, yes, no, we're just going to build up a couple of houses. We're just going to build a couple of houses because that's going to be very, very useful for us. And we're also going to be going for human. We're going to go for the human faction. I will play as a different faction in the next level, potentially. And we'll see how that goes. And we're going to be building a barracks here as well. I'm going to be mostly playing with wizards here. I played as necromancers in my first level, which was basically the tutorial. And I feel like it might be quite fun to play with wizards, considering we're playing as a mage right now. So this is where you can now pick a perk. Now, the reason why this is happening is because we are playing with the same faction. If you basically double down on how much faction relation you have with humans, orcs, or elves, they're going to become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful until you get to tier 3, which, as you can see right here, requires 90 relation with that particular faction. So you can see here, we can now choose one perk. We can get building up, which is what we unlocked beforehand, and I think I will probably do that. I think that sounds like the best possible idea, so let's go with that. And then we are indeed done. And yeah, I think, oh, actually, yeah, wait a minute. I need to select these guys and actually tell them to come over here. So we're just going to select them. We can now tell them to hold position. Going to tell them to hold position round about there. And then we are going to click on this little button at the top, and that is indeed the beginning. So now we can actually start attacking. And as you can see, we now have a wonderful chain lightning ability we have here as well. I'm going to use my chain lightning. There we go. It actually stuns enemies. Oh, it's only got an 8-second cooldown. That's really, really good, actually. Yeah, that is going to be extremely, extremely impactful for us. There we go, there we go. It also stuns enemies too. Unfortunately, my troops are a little bit fragile at the moment, because of course they are. And we are maybe going to have some issues with those if if we let them die like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be placing these guys like so, and then we're going to be building a wall. There we go. And that's going to prevent enemies from getting in from here, and then hopefully my wizards will be able to murder them from the other side. At least that's the hope. And otherwise, what we're going to do is we're just going to be generating huge amounts of houses here, because our economy is extremely important. We want to try and get as much gold as we possibly can. The enemy also... I see. There are multiple different ways that the enemy can come. Alright, so I'm going to basically stand here. And I'm just going to kill them as fast as I possibly can. Oh, wow. Yeah, this might be a bit of a problem, friends. This might be a bit of a problem. Okay, yeah, we're going to have some issues here. I'm going to obviously try to avoid this. You can switch into the I form at any point, by the way. So you can then regenerate your HP really, really quickly. You don't necessarily need to do that, obviously, but if you need HP, then you can. And, oh dear. This might be somewhat problematic. Okay, so at least my wizards are actually doing some pretty considerable damage right now, and I'm kind of happy about that. I gotta say, I do feel as though the other character, the warrior character that I was playing as in the tutorial level, that did seem much, much stronger, but maybe we're gonna be okay, because as you can see here, level up your hero faster by building shrines and temples. I think that's what I'm probably gonna do now, because I have 19 gold, and we're going to build some shrines. So let's do that. There we go. Yes, there we are. Okay, and we've also got a faction level as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking Unwavering Courage, because I personally think that 25% less damage and 15% more damage sounds really, really good. We could also do this, which improves our wizard and makes him much more powerful. So we could actually do... Yeah, let's do that. Why not? And now we get a bonus. So gain 25% chance for mage hero abilities and basic attacks to deal splash damage, or mage hero abilities and basic attacks slow enemy movement speed, or gain a magic shield that absorbs a % of incoming damage for 10 hits on troops and 20 hits on your hero and towers. The shield restores after staying out of combat or entering hero form with full health. Okay, so that can be extremely, extremely important and impactful, but I'm going to be going for splash damage here. And we're going to be going for Chain Lightning level 2, in my opinion. I think Chain Lightning level 2 is going to be insanely good. It's going to do so much damage from that. And we're also going to be getting, let me see here, build a monument. There we go. And I think I'm probably going to be, I'm kind of wondering whether we want to build a tower. Do we want to build a tower? No. I think what we're going to do is we'll just probably build a couple more houses, or maybe we should just go for another shrine. Yeah, let's go for another shrine. Why not? I'll be a little bit greedy about that. There we go. All right, so that's looking pretty nice. Are we being attacked from anywhere but over here? No. Okay, so that's fine. So let's do this. I'm just going to move over here, and we're just going to do damage. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, that is some nice damage, and we can only hope that I am gonna do some nice things here. Wow, yeah, no, I think this is actually the way to go. This is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. We are going to be gaining so much experience thanks to our shrines and everything, and we can, boom, look at that, easy. Round 3, very, very nice. Okay, so now this is where things are going to get much, much dicier. All right, so I'm going to build a wall, because that's very important. Let's go for a tower here. And now we can actually use Ice Shard if we want to. I think Ice Shard sounds really good. So that's what we're going to do. And then we can choose a perk. So now we have the ability to choose tier 2 perks. And I'm thinking right now that what we're probably going to do is we'll take artillery support. That means that our HQ now has the ability to attack with artillery from all the way over there. Let's upgrade the HQ to level 2 as well. I don't think that's really that useful, but we kind of need to do it anyway. And I might as well do it now. I don't know whether it's actually going to be that useful, but sure. We'll do it now, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's just do this. I'm basically just trying to stay at range as much as I possibly can, and just use Chain Lightning as much as possible. That's it. That is my strategy. very basic strategy, but I feel like that's probably going to work out really, really well. There we go. Now we can actually switch into the eye. Oh no! Oh no! All of my friends were murdered already. I don't know how they were killed so fast, but I think it was because they're all ranged troops. All these guys are ranged troops, and they are definitely killing us really, really easily. Thankfully, my chain lightning spell does so much damage that we don't really have to worry about it too much. There we go. And yeah, so they did kill one of my houses, which is not very nice of them, but you know, that's just how it goes. Now, because these guys are told to hold position over here, when a new wave starts or is about to start, they automatically respawn from the barracks and then they come over here. So I actually really, really appreciate that. I think that is super nice. And what do we have? Okay, we got dragons. A fire-breathing menace that targets your buildings first, focusing on towers before anything else. Alright. Okay, we might have a bit of an issue with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Let me see. We probably... Yes, I'm thinking right now that what we're going to do is we're going to build another ice shard round about here. And then we are probably... Can I build a wall here? Yeah, I can. I can build a wall there, but I'm also thinking, can I upgrade these towers? Yes, I can. See, now that's a thing. That's a thing. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for some more shrines, because I feel like that's probably going to be quite useful. Let's go for more houses. Here we are. Oh, a bank? It gives a one-time payout after surviving for some time. Oh, I should have built that long ago. Oh dear. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, well, doesn't matter. Let's try it. Okay, so we've got some dragons. They don't seem that difficult to deal with. And we're just gonna focus on them first. And then we should be good. I mean, they're obviously going to do some pretty annoying things, but I think we'll be okay. Yep, no, we're fine, we're fine. As you can see, very nice and easy. And then we can just move over here, and oh yeah, no, this is fine, this is fine. No, I was thinking to myself that we were going to have a much harder time here, but no. This was much easier than anticipated. Round 5 has survived. Yes, very good. Okay, so now we're getting some big enemy increases right now. So we're going to build a wall right here. I'm literally gonna build towers. I'm literally gonna build towers. Okay, so now we get another bonus because we've just built another tower, and this is a rogue bonus. So gain the chance to crit with basic attacks. That's pretty cool. Or gain the chance to dodge and gain increased movement speed. And dodge chance is increased by 50% against ranged attacks. That sounds really good, actually. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be taking critical strikes. We could do splash damage. That's going to get me 30% additional splash damage. We could also slow enemy movement speed. I think I'm going to go for splash damage too. I think that sounds much better than anything else. I'm going to be getting another tower here. That's going to get me the next perk. We could go for a tier 1 perk, or we could go for a tier 2. All troops gain 30% more health and take 25% less damage from ranged attacks. Ugh. I think actually we're going to be taking scout towers, to be honest. I think we're going to take scout towers. I think that sounds like a much better idea. And I have 2 gold. Is there anything I can actually do with 2 gold? I can build a house, I think. But do I have any places that I can build a house? Yeah, over here. Haha, have fun with that. Yeah, that's not really going to work for me because I'm just not very good at defending them. But yeah, anyway, so we have towers over here. Okay, I'm going to have to defend this, I think. This over here is probably the main location to defend. And so far, I think it's good. I think it's good. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried, actually. A little bit worried. Let's actually just see what's happening. Yeah, okay. Let me just move over here. Gonna kill these. There we are. Okay, yeah, no, my towers are absolutely fine. I did not need to do that. That was absolutely useless. Okay, I'm just gonna use my respawn troops ability. There is actually an ability that you can use, which is bound to Q by default, which, as you can see here, it respawns dead troops from their barracks, which is very useful. And I'm just going to be getting the last level of chain lightning. That sounds good to me. And then we are... can I actually upgrade any of these? Yes, I can. Oh, it gives me loads of experience when upgraded. Yes, I am going to upgrade that thing like no one's business. Give me more upgrades, please. That sounds fantastic. Yes, I will do that again. And then we're going to upgrade the barracks. There we go. And then I can actually create another barracks as well. So we can go for more wizard power. There we go. More wizard power sounds fantastic. And then we can put these guys... I don't even know where to put them, to be honest, because we just have some dragons coming over here, which really is not that impactful, but we can tell them to hold position here. And then we can choose a new ability. Ooh, okay, so this is fun. Now we get the ability to choose something new. I like that. Okay, let's have a look. Arcane Devour shoots arcane magic at enemies, dealing a percentage of their current health as damage and slowing their attack speed and movement speed by 40%. That sounds very good, actually. Yeah, we could do that, or we can fire 5 projectiles at enemies with low health. Killing a target reduces your hero's primary ability cooldown by 1 second. That sounds insane. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Okay, we could go for range mastery. Rangers gain increased range for ranged attacks and take less damage from ranged attacks. That sounds pretty good. And ranger hero abilities and basic attacks will double attack every... every, whatever amounts of attacks that you've done. Okay, we're going to go for double attack. That sounds insanely strong. Okay, so, yeah, I'm pretty good here. So, we are going to just stand around here, going to do some damage. Going to use this. Double attack. Going to do that. There we go. We've got two activatable abilities now, by the way. 2 activatable abilities, so I do have to keep an eye on the cooldown. We want to make sure that they are working as intended. We've got double shot once again. I don't even know what it's called. What is it called? Rapid fire. That's it, not double shot. And there we go. That was easy enough. Okay, now this is... Ooh, now this is going to be a little bit of a tough one, isn't it? Okay, so I think we're going to have to upgrade these towers. I think they're going to be exceptionally important to upgrade. And there's a lumber mill over there. Yeah, lumber mill would definitely be somewhat useful. But, yeah, clearly I am not going to be doing that anytime soon. You can also upgrade the shrine once again if I wanted to do that. We can also upgrade the houses as well. That will give us even more gold. The question is, do we want to do that? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so we're going to move these guys over here. I'm going to be creating another tower. Let's get an ice shard tower here. I don't have enough gold, unfortunately, now, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, so let's see how this is going to go. I personally believe that we're going to have many issues. Yes, probably many issues, but let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens. I have faith in our wizardry and our wonderful bearded friend here, so he should be absolutely fine. He's no Gandalf, but I'm sure he'll do a good job, yes? You know, he'll probably be fine, right? Yes, so as you can see right there, rapid fire literally got my chain lightning off cooldown basically instantaneously, which was really, really strong. Very, very cool actually to see that. And boom, I literally... Wow, okay. We just completely destroyed that wave. But now the enemies are getting upgraded, as you can see. Yeah, they are elite. They are elite enemies. Okay, so we're going to upgrade rapid fire there. I mean, why wouldn't I, right? Why wouldn't I? And I'm going to build a monument. There we go. That's going to get me more faction experience, which is exactly what we want. And I'm going to build another one here, and that's going to get me to tier 3, which then allows me to do all kinds of crazy stuff. So the cooldown of respawn troops is reduced by 25%. When a barracks is destroyed, it will instantly respawn all of its dead troops. Or Iron Fortress. Towers, walls, and your HQ have 40% more health and take 30% less damage from siege enemies. Not entirely sure if we're going to be getting any siege enemies, but I'm going to take that just because I am a little bit worried, okay? That's the only reason why I'm going to do that. And otherwise, I am probably going to upgrade our barracks. I think that sounds like an idea. Let's see. Okay, let's put these guys over here. I'm going to tell them to hold position. And I am going to upgrade this. Ah, yes, we have 2 extra. Oh, I didn't even realize that we got 2 extra. My bad, my bad. Okay, so that's obviously fantastic. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to spend all my gold right now. I'm going to save it up a little bit, and let's see how we do. There we go. Okay, let's use double fire here. Okay, that did not reset my chain lightning. I think I probably did. I didn't do that right. I think I didn't use that correctly. I should have been in. Should have been more in range. I think that probably would have made more sense. Okay, so then we can do some more damage here. We can do double shot. I keep calling it double shot, but it's actually rapid fire. My bad. My bad. But yeah, so far everything seems to be going rather swimmingly, and I have not died once, which is really nice, actually. Very, very nice. Obviously, this is the first level, so it is maybe going to be a bit more lenient than it maybe potentially will be in the future. Ah, a shrine right there. Oh, yes. Give it... Yes. I didn't even realize that we had shrines up there. My bad. I should have built those a long time ago. And we can indeed even upgrade them again. I will do that. There we go. Yes, give me that experience. I like it. Okay, so we can obviously do more rapid fire upgrades. We can do another tower here as well. I think that sounds like a pretty cool idea. We can't build any more of these, really? No, we can't? Building duplicates increases the cost. Okay, that actually makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So let's go for a ballista here then, I guess, or something like that. I suppose that sounds decent to a certain degree. And yeah, I think what we're gonna do is gonna move all these guys over here, and then we will be ready. There we are. Nice. Nice. Yeah, there we go. We got the chain lightning back instantaneously from that. There we go. We actually used it appropriately this time. And now I'm using my chain lightning so many times that this is literally amazing. This is so good. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for chain lightning to come back, then we'll use this once again, and then we can use it again. Boom. Double shot. Well, shall we say, technically it is a double shot because we are using chain lightning and rapid fire at the same time, and it's actually doing amazingly. I almost died right there, so pretty nice that I managed to shift into our eyeball form just in time. And then we're going to just head down here. Unfortunately, my troops were eliminated. I can respawn them, of course, with my ability, and hopefully they'll come on down. And yeah, actually, not bad. I actually feel like that was pretty decent. The towers are going to come back. Obviously, these towers are not upgraded in any way, which is inherently not very good, so it might be an idea for me to do something about that. Let's get a ballista here. Let's upgrade that. Let's get a ballista here. Upgrade that. Can I upgrade it again? Oh, wait a minute. We've got some counterattack bonuses here. Warriors counterattack with a melee strike that deals this much damage. Gain increased health. Yeah, I think we'll just gain increased health for these things. We can choose another perk. Okay. Hello. What do we want to do? I'm thinking right now we're going to go for Unwavering Courage, because that is just fantastic in my opinion. Being able to increase the damage that holding troop positions is just, yeah, it's just much better than you think, you know. It's going to be so incredibly useful for us. And then we can otherwise just start the wave, and then we'll go for it. I think we're actually going to have a pretty nice time here. Yep, there we go. I'm actually wondering how it would have been to play the other character. I want to play as the orcs actually next. I think that would be really fun. Unfortunately, oh dear, the central gate is having some problems. Yep. Oh dear. Okay, we might be able to sort of distract them a little bit. Yeah, they're getting absolutely murdered. Not much I can do about it. We can try to stop the monument from being killed. Yes, look at that. They're after me instead of after the tower. Perfect. That is wonderful. Okay, so then we just have to survive one more round, and then that is a victory. Oh, yes. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Let's just upgrade this. I can't believe these are not upgraded. These towers are not upgraded at all. That's absolutely terrible. Okay, so yeah, it looks as though we are probably going to have some issues at the main wall here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade the wall itself, because now it has 840 HP instead of 350, which is absolutely insane. So very much thinking that we are going to be fine now. I don't need to upgrade these shrines anymore, do I? I don't think I need to upgrade those anymore. I could get another barracks if I wanted to. I mean, we could upgrade the HQ too if we wanted. Nah, I don't think we really need to do that, do we? I think we're going to be absolutely fine. Let me just upgrade something else then. I'll just upgrade this ice shard tower or something. Or, oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. You know why? Because I don't have an HQ at level 3. Yeah, so that obviously makes sense. Okay, let's just go for the grave robbing tower, I suppose, and then we'll just move on. There we go. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to have to be very proactive in terms of how much damage I can do here. There we go. Need to really basically just be as efficient as possible with our ability usage. If not, we're probably going to be having huge issues. But maybe we'll be okay. There we go. Okay, the dragons are obviously being kind of annoying, but they're not going to be able to... I don't think they're going to be able to do much here. Oh, no, never mind. Hello. Okay, that might be a bit of a problem. No, it's okay, it's okay. Chain lightning definitely sorted them out. What are these guys doing? They're trying to focus on my HQ? That's evil. How dare they? Okay, there we go. No, it's fine, it's fine. We're okay. Okay, yeah, no, that's okay, that's fine. Phew. Okay, that was a bit of a close one right there, but it's okay. I don't even know how much HP my HQ has at this point. I think it's probably fine, right? I mean, we know it's okay because we haven't lost, but you know, I'm not entirely sure how close we were to losing. And there it is, round 12 survived, level complete. Very good. And now we obviously gain a significant amount of yes, I did not do this. Yeah, because I didn't play as a rogue berserker class, and I didn't use this perk from the orc faction. So that just goes to show that reading actually helps, doesn't it? Yeah, you can also play endless, by the way. The sheep invasion continues. Keep defending your city and see how many rounds it can survive. Challenges won't grant more rewards, but you can set new records for how long you survived under their conditions. Yeah, so if you want to do that, you can. Otherwise, you can go back to level select, and then you can try something else. I wanted to play as a wizard, so excuse me for wanting to play as a wizard, eh? Anyway, let's have a look here. So as an orc warlock, we can go for something else here. Berserker, yeah, no, not really. Berserker, mercenary, ranger, rogue. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine too. Okay, we can unlock some additional things here. Class bonuses. Okay, so if I want to... what about execution? Basic attacks and berserker class hero abilities deal extra damage to enemies below 35% health. Heals for 5 if the enemy is killed. That sounds really good, actually. Sounds very, very powerful. Okay, we can go for tier 2 perks as well, as you can see right here. So, walls cost less to construct. Tier 2 perk options are now available for all factions without meeting the minimum faction point requirements. Troops near your hero gain 3 health regen per second and 20% increased damage. Wow, that's pretty good. The next tower you build is free, has 100% increased health, and does 50% increased damage. Wow, okay, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Temples are hidden from enemies until every other nearby building has been destroyed, and they provide... Oh, yeah, give me that. Okay, yeah, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Let's just get a whole bunch of these cool things. They are really nice. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Let's go here. Okay, what do we have? Okay, so basically, oh wow, okay, yeah, no, that's going to be insanely difficult. That challenge to get 60 human, orc, and elf points, I think that's going to be kind of hard. You could play on hard difficulty as well, by the way, where enemies have more health and do more damage, and you can retry 3 times. And then you can play on insane, where enemies have 50% more health and do 50% more damage, and you have no retries. And of course, you can play on easy if you so desire as well, which... doesn't really penalize you that much, as you can see, in terms of rewards and all that stuff, which I really like, to be honest, because I feel like you should be able to play on any difficulty you want, as long as it's fun for you, right? As long as it's fun for you, that's all that matters. Anyway, we're going to move in, and we're going to play as an orc this time. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to construct this. We're going to be playing as Bone Bow, I guess? This guy? A ranged hero that deals extra damage to targets at close range. Is that the one I want to play as? Really? I guess. Okay, well, that's kind of interesting. I was not expecting that, that's for sure. All right, well, what we're going to do is... Let me see. Where are enemies going to come from? Well, they're going to come from over here, clearly. And they're going to come from over here, obviously, because we can already see that. And they're going to come from over here. So there are three... Yeah, three? Only three locations? Okay, that's absolutely fine. All right. So that means houses are the name of the game. Yes, let us build houses. Many of them. There we go. I will literally be... I will build a... actually, you know what? I'm not going to build a bank right now. I'm going to build a lumber mill right now. And then we'll build a bank. There we go. And now we already have the first thing. We already have the first perk, which is fantastic. So let's have a look. All buildings gain 20% more health and deal a small amount of damage back each time they are hit with a melee attack. That's actually really, really strong. A small amount of damage. I don't know how much that is, though. Gain 3 gold for every 5 new buildings constructed. Your hero's basic attack deals 30% more damage and gains an additional 5% each round your hero does not die. That's insane. I'm going to be going for that. Thank you. That is crazy good. So now we can do this. Okay, how much HP does my guy have? 135. That's not that much. Okay, and what is this ability that he has? Melee volley. Stab with your crossbow, then fire 2 arrow volleys in the same direction. Ah, okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. We might have a bit of a problem here, friends. This might be a bit of an issue. Maybe. Okay, I just have to be... I have to play very carefully here because we have a lot less HP than I'm used to, I think, maybe. I'm not too sure, actually, how much the wizard had when he first began. But, yes, anyway, there you go. Okay, so... Oh, we've got 75 enemies. 75 enemies coming. Okay, that's actually kind of harsh. Alright, what are we going to do with that? Well, let me see here. Well, I guess... a wall... probably going to be kind of useful. And then we should probably go for some towers, right? I assume towers would probably be quite useful. So I guess we'll just build a ballista and then we'll build an ice shard one. And we can choose a hero perk here. Gain 2... Yeah, here we go. This is absolutely fantastic. Let's do this. Enemies drop more gold per round. Mercenaries collect gold during battle to heal. Or... mercenaries gain health and basic attack damage for each class you have a bonus in. Huh. No, I think more gold. More gold sounds good to me. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's do this. Okay. Little worried, actually. Little worried about this. Oh. Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know where the gate was. My bad. Okay. Yeah. No. This guy does not have any AOE's. He has no AOE's whatsoever, which is very, very problematic. I mean, he's got an AOE in terms of his volley, but it is very limited to how much it can actually do, as you can see. I think I need to get a new ability, or I need to get something. I mean, we did manage to survive, but that was only because we have this wonderful wall in our area here. So yeah, that really helped us. Okay, so let's just build a shrine. I'm thinking we're gonna need... where's a temple? I really want to get a temple as soon as possible, but you know what? I actually want a monument instead. Let's get that. Yeah, I want to get... what do we want to get? Yeah, I think we probably want to go for Forbidden Knowledge. I think that's what we're going to do. And then we are probably going to get more houses. Let's get some more houses. There we go. And yeah, I think that's actually it. Yeah, I think that's actually all I'm going to go for. All right, let's do this. This is very dicey, actually. The way I'm playing right now, very, very dicey, because I'm not really playing safe. And usually I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be trying to play relatively safe, but at this point, no, it's not looking so good. But I'm gonna need to be very attentive to these enemies at the moment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're okay. I'm not sure how we're doing on the other side, though. They're already through the wall, which is to be expected, of course. Okay, well, the towers are actually doing remarkably well, surprisingly enough. We are doing a load of damage, though, by the way, because of the Warlord bonus. It is doing a load of damage. Okay, so let's actually see what we can do here. So, I want to get something that does massive damage, right? So, let's see what I can actually get. We can get Cripple Trap. Place a large trap that activates for 6 seconds when triggered by an enemy. Affected enemies take damage over time and are slowed. I think that sounds pretty good, actually, so I'm going to be taking that. And we can go for Bounty Hunter level 2, or... yeah, Bounty Hunter level 2. We're going to be going for that. Enemies dropping more gold sounds good. And we also have this. This is a Siege Cannon. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. How are we going to deal with that? How are we going to deal with that? I actually don't know. I'm thinking we're just going to be going for some more houses here. And I'm thinking I want to upgrade a shrine. I can't do that. I need to upgrade my HQ first. Let's upgrade the shrine now. There we go. That's going to get me 10 experience, or it should. And there we go. And now we've leveled up. So let's get another point in the trap. And this is a little bit harsh. I think actually what we're going to do is we're going to build 2 ballistas over here. There we go. That's looking actually really good, by the way. This is actually much, much better than anticipated now. Okay, so towers gain 30% range and 15% attack speed. I'm thinking we're probably going to be taking that. Yeah, we could go for artillery support though as well. No, I'm going to go for scout towers. Scout towers sounds really good. Okay, warriors counterattack, gain increased health. I'm thinking, are we actually a warrior right now with this guy? I don't think so, right? Are we? I think we're a mercenary mostly. We do have warrior stuff going on. We could potentially benefit from... No. I think resilience is better. I think resilience is better. We'll double attack every... No. Increased range for ranged attacks and takes less damage. Yeah, we'll probably be going for that. I want to try to get damage reduction, right? Damage reduction is probably going to be more useful. Okay, so I'm just going to stick around here. Going to use a trap. Are they avoiding the trap? No, though. There we go. Okay, they're actually getting hit by that. Is that actually really good? It feels like that could be absolutely insane, dependent on what you're currently fighting against. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to do a similar thing over here in just a moment. Boom. This is going to do so much damage, I think. Isn't it? It's pretty good. I think maybe the only thing I need to do with this thing is to increase, or shall we say, reduce its cooldown in some way or another. The problem is, how do I reduce its cooldown? There's not really many ways of doing that apart from using rapid fire like we used in our previous round, you know, in the previous level. Okay, so there's no enemies coming from here, so we don't need to worry about that. We do have to worry about the dragons, of course. Okay. Thinking, let's see. We got more houses potentially here. Yeah, we could upgrade the bank. Upgrade it. There we go. And we could upgrade. That's a lot of enemies coming from over there. We could very easily kill the dragons, though. That's the thing. We could very easily kill them. Okay, I'm going to upgrade the towers. I'm thinking, because we're playing mostly like tower-based in this one, I'm going to be mostly playing with that. You could obviously try to recruit people. If you wanted to, you could get some barracks and stuff like that. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go here. And I'm just going to literally place one of my one of my traps right there. And then I'm literally going to go over here and kill the dragons. And that's going to be my strategy. Hopefully the trap... Yeah, look. The trap is doing so much damage right now. It's doing so much damage. It's really, really good, actually. I'm very, very pleased about that, actually. I am super surprised, actually, though, that we are even able to do that and actually have it be somewhat good. And I'm good with that. I'm very, very surprised. Okay, and that's it. There you go. Wow. Okay, that went a lot better than I thought. Obviously, it is just round 5, so maybe I shouldn't be super surprised about that or anything, but anytime I survive, I'm always just kind of like, yes, I'm very pleased. Okay, so we could go for some more towers here, which I think we'll probably do. So let's get Ice Shard. Let's get the Grave Robber. Another Ballista. Why not? And I think I probably need to upgrade a Shrine. I don't have the ability to do that right now. What about me just getting some additional shrines? Yeah, I think I'll probably just do that. There we go. And then, well, yeah, then we're just going to start. I'm just going to place my trap round about here, and then we're just going to get away from there. And that's it. We're just going to let our towers do the work. Let our trap do the work. And there are no other enemies coming from anywhere else, really? I thought there were enemies coming from other places, but apparently not. It is a very lengthy cooldown. That is the only problem I'm seeing right now with the trap. If it wasn't such a lengthy cooldown, I would be overjoyed with this. Oh, no. Whoa, I almost died. Okay, that was real bad. I have a bad feeling that I've placed my trap in a poor position now. Yep. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, this is a problem. Thankfully, I do loads of damage with my auto attack, which is very good. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. This was the reason why I was being so incredibly careful before. And then I messed it up with the trap. Oh. What an imbecile. What an imbecile I am. Yeah, well, never mind. I guess it's not too bad. There we go. Yes, yes. Kill that. Okay. Whoa. That was very harsh, actually. Very, very harsh. Okay. So we did reasonably nicely there. Kind of. And now what do we have going on here? A grizzly bear? Oh, wow. Especially strong against troops. Well, we're not really having any troops right now. So I suppose it's not going to be super, super harsh for us to deal with. And what is this? A temple. Well, I do want to get a temple, but I'm going to need to construct monuments to be able to advance that a little bit more. Can we... Yeah, I don't think we can actually do that right now. Can we actually get to tier 2? I really want to get to tier 2, and I really want to get that temple up and running. But the problem is, the temple is going to get shot. So I'm going to have to place a grave robber tower here. We're going to have to go for artillery support now. And then... another tower here? No, we can't even do that, unfortunately. We can't even do that. So I am instead... what am I going to do? I'm thinking just... well, we can't. We can't do anything there. Yeah, I guess just a shrine. I think that's probably going to be the way to go. Yeah, just a shrine. That's going to get me new faction experience. I'm thinking we're going to just go for another cripple trap here. And let's go for it, I guess. That's it. Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure if that's actually going to work. Yep, it is working. Okay. Barely. Ha 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 ha. Get it? Because they're grizzly bears? Barely. Yeah, I know. Alright, so yeah, anyway, this has no... What? Did they already destroy the wall? Was there no wall here? I think I didn't have a wall here. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? But maybe it's actually not too bad. We do seem to be inflicting a lot of damage right now. So maybe it's actually better than I thought. Nope, seems fine. Wow, over here is the problem. Okay. What's actually going on here? Feels to me like I need to upgrade my towers in this area for sure. Because we're having some huge problems with it. There we go. I feel like the trap is actually really good, but unfortunately it is, as I say, very long cooldown. That's the only thing. That is the only thing that is preventing it from being, you know, super, super good here. But obviously I do have another ability that I can use. Alright, so we are getting a load of gold, actually. Load of gold this round, so that's very nice. And now I can potentially get this monument. That's going to get me dark temples, which is exactly what I wanted. And we are then going to upgrade these towers. Upgrade the wall. And then we are going to upgrade this wall. And is there anything I can do here? Yeah, I can upgrade this one. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I basically just upgraded everything. That's it. And now, that's it. That's all I can do. But look, we've got 200 basic sheep that are coming our way. Yeah, let's do it, I guess. Let's do it. Okay, let's place this here. Let's get out of there. Okay. Yeah, the trap didn't do as much as I was hoping, but yeah, I guess it did get triggered a little bit too early. I mean, there's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use our eye and get in there, and then immediately just get out, and boom, there we go. Look at how much damage the trap is doing, though. Look at how much damage it's doing. It's literally almost killed all of those, which is really, really good. Unfortunately, oh dear. Well, this is slightly problematic, but I suppose it's okay. Okay, there we go. Trap. I mean, it's gonna kill all of the basic sheep at least. And as long as that happens, we don't need to worry. There we go. Round 8. Alright. Yeah, things are not looking so good in my opinion, but maybe we'll be okay if I build a wall here. I really desperately need to build some kind of defense over here, so I'm thinking right now that maybe we're just gonna go for some grave robbers here. We'll upgrade. Okay, here we go. We got... I'm thinking we'll go for versatility this time. Then we'll get the wall upgraded. And, well, there's not much more I can do here. I could build this lumber mill here, but that, I think, is a bit late. I think it's a bit late for me to build that now. There's another lumber mill there. That could be kind of useful. Because maybe it's not going to get attacked just yet. We have grizzlies coming from over here, and we also have dragons, and they're elite dragons as well. That's very harsh. Alright. There we go. Trap over there. I'm just going to let them deal with that, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to try to inflict as much damage as I can to the dragons. Unfortunately, the dragons are going to do a lot to our towers here. Hopefully, they're not going to be super impactful, but yeah, this kind of makes me think that maybe what I should have done was actually level up my melee volley, because it is... I don't know, it doesn't do that... I mean, it does do a lot more when it's upgraded, of course, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. Not sure. I definitely felt like Chain Lightning was worth it with our wizard, but I'm not sure about this one. How is our Dark Tower doing? I mean, Dark Temple even. Seems okay so far, right? Seems okay, yes. They barely got the wall down. Look at that. They got murdered. They got absolutely slaughtered over there. That was wonderful. Okay, so gonna get some experience. There we go. We can finally level up our trap, the last level of that. And let's see, what else can we do? All right, so we got some people coming up from over there, and I'm actually wondering whether we want to get some barracks now. Do we actually want to get some barracks? Oh, I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's an idea. We could. Warrior Berserker. Yeah, sure. Fine. We'll get some orcs. There we go. We'll get some orcs. And we got counterattack. Warriors counterattack. Gain increased health. Nah, we're just going to get resilience with them. We got enrage, execution, gain increased attack speed. I think increased attack speed sounds really, really good, actually. So we're going to be going for that. And then we're going to be taking these guys over here, where enemies going to be coming from. Hopefully through the gate. We can only hope that they're going to be coming through there at least. And we can also get this melee unit that, when killed, explodes, dealing damage. All right, that's kind of cool. I think we're just going to go for a shaman over there, and we're going to be going for towers do 20% more damage. Sounds fun. And we do have a barracks over here as well. Okay, so yeah, let's get another brute tower there. Let's put them over here. Hold position. We can tell these guys to hold position too. And let's see, what else can we get? We can actually, wait a minute. I have literally been using, I am an idiot. I have only been using human towers. Oh wow, I am so stupid sometimes. Oh, okay, never mind. It's fine. All right, it's fine. It's not fine, but I'm saying it's fine, okay? So, yeah. This is... that annoys me. That annoys me so much now, because I have literally been building human towers. Oh, okay. That is very frustrating. Okay, well, that's me. That's on me. That's on me. All right. So this selects all troops, by the way. If you click your middle mouse button, which is very fun. I like that. Okay, so let's go here. Gonna place the trap there, and then we're just gonna get out of there. Gonna do some damage over here too. And hopefully we'll be okay. Thankfully there is a lot of runtime over here in the bottom right, where we don't, well, top right shall we say, so we don't have to worry so much about that. Gonna use my respawn ability so my people can come back. Are my warriors having a hard time over there? Yes. Okay, I need to change the way that they're set up. So, yeah, good to know, I guess. Good to know. Because holding position with melee troops I thought would be okay. But because enemy troops are ranged, they can literally just bombard them from across the wall, you see. So that's a big issue. But thankfully I have actually worked that out now, instead of me just basically standing there being like, oh, why are my people not killing them? Like an absolute idiot. You know, it's almost as though I was building with human towers and not orc ones. You know, the whole time. But I didn't do that, obviously. You know, there's no way I would do that, right? Yes. There's no way that I would do that. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I'm just going to put these guys out the front, basically. Just going to put them out the front, and we're just going to play with... when attacked, temporarily becomes hidden and continues attacking. Cast an enchanter spell to taunt enemies. Wow, that's actually really good. Yeah, let's play that. Let's upgrade this. I can't upgrade it anymore. I can upgrade the HQ, I guess, and then we can upgrade this some more. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to place these guys around here. And, yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Seems decent. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I guess I can just upgrade a house or whatever. And, yeah, we'll do it. There we go. Okay, so let's see what happens. We are being attacked only from these locations by the looks of things. So I think I can probably do something. Yeah, unfortunately, auto-attacking doesn't seem to be super impactful. Like, yeah, it does do good damage. Don't get me wrong. It does do good damage. But it is definitely much worse than the wizard, in my opinion. I feel like the wizard did do a lot more. But maybe that's just me. Okay, yeah, we're having some issues here as well. Okay, I'm gonna just have to be very careful. There we go. Okay. I mean, it does good damage, don't get me wrong. The auto attack does do good damage. It's just unfortunate that it only hits one person, you know? If we had an ability to upgrade ourselves so that we could shoot multiple arrows to multiple enemies, that would be really, really nice, because obviously then, you know, auto attack builds would be quite viable there, but I don't know whether that's actually going to be making it too strong, you see. I don't know. It might make it too strong. There we go, round 11. Survived. Very nice. Okay, so now we're going to be getting loads of cash, and what I'm going to do is we are going to upgrade the barracks. We're just going to upgrade the barracks. And we're going to be putting everyone there. Every single person round about there. That sounds pretty good to me. And then we're going to just upgrade these towers. And upgrade that tower. And we will also upgrade the temple. There we go. Upgrade the temple. I don't even know really what that does, to be honest, but, you know, why not? Charge the nearest enemy. No, I don't really care about charging. Stun nearby enemies and taunt them, forcing to attack you while you take greatly reduced damage. No. What about Shadow Step? Basic attacks deal more damage while hidden. Yeah, so obviously, as I said, that is... Yeah, that is an auto attack kind of thing. So it could be useful. But I'm also thinking maybe I just want to upgrade my melee volley. Do I just want to upgrade the melee volley instead of the Shadow Step? Yeah, you know what? I am going to do that. I think that's probably more useful. Okay, so let me see. They're coming from here and here. Okay, well, these are siege. This is the fight. Oh, I did not see what was coming in the top right. My bad. I didn't see what was actually coming from there, so yeah, we might be in for a shock. Yeah. Right. Oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, this is a problem. I actually don't know whether we're going to be okay here. We might actually be dead. Maybe. No. Actually, we're fine. Never mind. I was very worried there for a second. No, I think we're okay. Maybe? Do I need to actually get my troops over here? I'm telling them to come over here right now. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. My brutes are coming over. They're going to be absolutely destroying these enemies. They should, at least, because they are much better than I think we give them credit for. He says as they run in and potentially die. Hopefully they're not going to do that, at least. No. Okay, no, we're fine. Okay, level complete, but obviously, again, just remember, we're playing on normal. There is much harder stuff ahead, you know, so you could potentially do that. Anyway, there you go. We did it. Amazing. That was a bit of a close one, though, I gotta say. Bit of a close one. Anyway, there we go. We did achieve victory, which is exactly what we wanted, and we also unlocked challenges for Hindale, and we also unlocked a new level. A new level too. And of course, because we have now earned additional currency, we now have a bunch of other stuff that we can upgrade. We can even get stuff like, for example, we can upgrade, you know, elven perks if we want to do that. We can gain a ranged attack in eye form that has greatly increased attack speed when at low health. Wow. Damage is greater at higher hero levels. That actually seems insane. Wow, that seems really, really fun, actually. So, yeah, but there's a huge amount of customization here and unlocks and really fun things to do, and the extra challenges that you could do as well, as you can see right here. So you can see use a modifier, which means that sheep drop 40% less gold. Wow, okay. And then we have these modifiers as well, where hero damage and health are reduced by 40%, and ability cooldown is increased by 40%. In other words, your hero is going to be completely and utterly useless, and troops cost more gold to train and upgrade. In other words, this is tower. You got to play with towers only in this, most likely. That's probably what's going to happen there. And then otherwise you have Windrim, which is play as the wizard, which we played as earlier. And yeah, that was pretty fun in my opinion. That was pretty fun. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out Wool at the Gates, there is a link in the description, and add it to your Steam wishlist if you're interested. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.